I want to talk to you today about the impact of SQE on diversity. Before considering any potential impact of the SQE on diversity, it would be useful to revisit the SRA's aims in bringing the SQE in the first place as the new route for qualification as a solicitor in England and Wales. And the reasons are largely twofold. Firstly, it was to improve transparency and to give greater standardisation. At the moment, we have around about 110 providers offering the current LPC route, and each of those providers sets and marks their own assessments. And pass rates on these courses vary enormously from as little as 40% to 100%. And also training contracts are offered by a significant number of firms. There's about 4,500 organisations currently authorised by the SRA to take trainees, but the quality of their training is not actively monitored. So we have a situation where the solicitor's profession, taking these two things into account, has no single point in the qualification process at which competence of the individuals being admitted to practice is being directly checked by the regulator. Secondly, the current system is expensive and provides little choice. Those students who self-fund their studies, which is around 70% of LPC students currently, are being asked to take what is known as the LPC gamble. That's basically embarking upon a course of study with no guarantee of a training contract or a job at the end of it. And this model particularly does not serve well those from a disadvantaged socio-economical background. It also results in what has been called the training contract bottleneck, which I'm sure you're well aware of. There are around 25,000 law graduates annually, but only around 5,000 training contracts. So a gamble indeed for those without a funded training contract. So what can the SQE do to address these issues? Well, the SQE represents a single national standardised assessment that all aspiring solicitors will take, regardless of their background. This will ensure consistency across the profession, which doesn't currently exist in the current system. The SRA believes this will be of benefit to the public, who can trust that solicitors, no matter how they trained, are meeting the same high standards. It will be of benefit to law firms, who will also have a better guarantee of standards, and also potentially a widening of the talent pool because of the increased routes to entry. Law firms will also have a more flexible ability to tailor their training in a way which works best for their particular business needs. And of course, the SRA are very keen to ensure that this benefits would-be solicitors. And the new SQE enables would-be solicitors to make choices based on evidence, because there will be much more data available. Evidence about how to train, which providers to choose, and so on. So it will give the best candidates from all backgrounds a fair opportunity to qualify as a solicitor and hopefully level the playing field somewhat. The SRA commissioned the Bridge Group, who are research experts on diversity and social equality, to have a look at the new SQE model. While recognising the SQE will not address all the diversity challenges in the legal profession, the Bridge Group concluded that the SQE could help, but also emphasised there's more to be done to achieve this. In terms of the inflexibility and cost of the current system, the SQE now offers new and diverse pathways as an alternative to the traditional training contract route. Aspiring solicitors can now accrue 2 years qualifying work experience over a number of providers, up to a maximum of 4, with experience such as law clinics, paralegal work, and pro bono work counting towards that 2 years. And study for the SQE exams can also be done alongside this work experience. There's always been part-time LPCs, but the SQE offers the opportunity for proper earn while you learn opportunities. For example, at BARBRI, we're offering 3 course lengths depending upon a candidate's previous legal education experience and their time available to study. 40 weeks, 20 weeks, or 10 weeks leading up into the SQE exams. From an employer's perspective, such flexibility is likely to provide opportunities, particularly for smaller firms, to offer placements where previously, perhaps because of their size and resources, they might not have been able to do so. That means a potential boost in the number of organisations that are able to offer qualifying work experience, and that can only be a good thing. The SQE route should cost less too. Currently, a top-end LPC comes in at around £17,000, and that's before a GDL is factored in for students with a non-law background. At BARBRI, we've tried to address this with our course fees, which are £2,999 for each of SQE 1 and 2. And this, coupled with the SRA's exam fees, means SQE could be achieved for around £10,000. So significantly less than the current system. And these costs could be spread. As SQE 2 can only be sat after SQE 1 has been passed, there is a natural break between the two exams, and obviously costs can be split. And at BARBRI, we're going to offer instalment plans and scholarship opportunities as well. In conclusion, the signs are positive that the SQE could help to address diversity issues in the legal profession. However, as the Bridge Group noted in their report, sufficient progress will only be made if employers and education providers buy into this new way of qualifying. Time will definitely tell, but we will be watching this with interest over the coming years. Thank you very much for listening.